first. This is his intro.
Oh, God. It's not my intro.
He drinks a cup of coffee. Welcome back, everyone, to Noire.
Oh, I need more alcohol.
Same shit.
Anyway.
Welcome to the Love Boat.
Oh my God, that's terrible. How dare you disrespect?
Oh my God.
Alright, let's go.
Little cheese.
Let's see where we left off. Alright, let's see where we left off. Oh, the VR case files is available on VR. This is actually new.
So now you can play this game in VR.
I'd rather not.
I'd rather not as well. That'd be a terrible idea.
Let's see, I had to remember this.
The red lipstick murder.
I remember because I figured out what the torch was. It's been so long since I didn't touch this game. And I've been meaning to get back into it, and now I found it again. I got easy play yesterday.
Gonna find a murderer? Gonna kill somebody?
Well, actually, it's funny because the first 2 cases was like that, where I had to shoot somebody, but...
Okay, fella, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
I can't remember the controls.
Don't worry, it's Grand Theft Auto.
No. I remember now. I remember now.
That response. It's Grand Theft Auto. No.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger
Oh
problems.
my God.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus. I'm sorry.
Okay. Now, if I remember correctly.
The love of his life is dead.
Yep.
I get even the slightest
Circumstantial.
flight risk, pal.
I get even the slightest circumstances.
No. He said I didn't get the slightest,
No, I heard him. Just if I get even the slightest circumcision, I'll get you back. Whoa. Yo, Winfrey. Such gameplay.
It's like you can only do in eight strokes.
Yeah.
That's sad.
The oldest problem there is what to do about the old lady.
There's no way you know about that.
He like wrote on a notepad with marker and it left an imprint or something.
Up!
Doesn't tell me anything.
He touched a weapon.
That's
Without
not the
blood.
weapon. Yeah, it's not the weapon. And this is the 40s.
So, it don't matter.
Y'all need to start growing up.
You're already involved in murder.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Size
Clue!
11s.
I need to look over the case notes again. Oh, I need to invite Trey to watch this. Oh, that was all the clues.
I just realized, do you have a permit for this?
What?
You heard me, motherfucker. Do you have a permit?
I mean, he is part of the law enforcement.
Guess I'll go over here.
Wait, was that Ken?
He should be on. Size 8 shoe prints, so he could have done anyway.
Of course he couldn't have done it. Dumb.
Size 11 men's shoes, no matter if
Couldn't Couldn't you tell by the surprised look he had in his face?
No, because he obviously knows something. They just saw the note.
Celine's dead?
Size 8 men's shoe prints, so it's not him. But you could have hired somebody, and that's what we're looking for, and you most likely hired somebody.
Or Celine wears 11 size 8.
I'm trying to think though, because
Celine killed herself.
if only you saw it, like,
Let me guess, her face was bashed in.
I believe she was stabbed,
Shit.
strangled probably.
Demonetized.
Demonetized.
Did you see that? Whoever look. Go
Alright,
back.
so
Go
bomb
back to the
cover,
female body. Go back to the
Oh, I
body.
did see the body. Yeah.
Demonetized.
Alright, there's writing on the body, which is be a text. There's a female shoe.
Did I say the word I think it said too?
Oh my gosh.
Hey man, I'm just looking out for your demonetization.
Yeah. It's pretty scary. Like I could see you owing YouTube money, more and more money as each second goes by.
It's a good thing I'm nobody and they don't care about the number.
Oh man, let's make this viral. Let's ruin his life by making this viral, man.
Alright, stop.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
He's got shady eyes. He knows.
I get the impression that Celine liked to live the glamorous life. How did she end up with a hump like you, Jacob?
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars and royalty. But when she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could do. I'm not ashamed about that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night, I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
What'd you think? Good cop?
I feel like Dave Chappelle.
That's a lie, you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Why would I do that, Detective?
Just looks down, looks up. No, I shouldn't ask that question.
Oh, never
He screwed up.
No, I always hate when that happens because it's like I gotta do this all over again.
Oh man,
And
it's a
it's
good
kinda-
thing you saved.
Hmm?
Oh, you didn't save.
No, we start at the beginning of the case.
Ooh, that's even worse. It's like playing the game from the start.
That'd be funny. Just like literally the very start. Just like the first time coming into the office. Welcome. Here's your badge. Go ahead and solve some murder and shit.
You know, I have a feeling that the lipstick has the biggest meaning to this case. It's red like blood. Yes. Yes! Yes!
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
Yes! Yes!
God.
Show you move.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the homicide squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a cheer. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
I say we bust in.
I'd rather you took the wheel.
Lazy. Man, look at that undeveloped society. Ugh, so uncultured. Where are the dank memes?
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the deck.
What?
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Isn't there like
Not
a
a
way to turn on the
chance.
siren? so
6 months
everybody
and
gets out
hundreds
your
of
way?
guys running down leads. We
What was the question?
Isn't there a way to turn on the siren so everybody gets out of your way?
got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't.
Wait,
90%
people
of
get out of
murders
the
are
way.
domestic.
I thought that's what.
No.
Some guy gets into a
Yeah.
beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk,
Walk out of the way.
it's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
He's horny, I guess. I don't know.
He's so horny, he's killing people.
Yeah.
Because of the war. You should know that. Gotta get...
Ah, there goes the dialogue.
Central Unit, Car 16 Adam reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope. The Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identified.
Oh, actually, I think this is the exact scene I was talking about.
I'll do it! So help me God, I'll jump!
Perfect.
You need to
Do
go.
it!
Let me do the talking, detective. I know a ton of this psychology stuff. You take the back alley and find a way up there.
Do it, you pussy!
Come on,
Do it, you
Chuck, let's get
pussy!
moving.
You jumping? Make sure you warn me before you do.
I will!
Make sure you warn me before you do.
You think this thing can hold you, Rusty?
I'll bring you down with me, Phelps.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, real cops, apparently. Flying pipes.
You're Spider-Man.
No
Oh,
offense,
it's Peter Parker.
but I don't want you splashed on my shoes.
Are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
I remember my first jumper. Could have soaked him up with a sponge. I still can't eat spaghetti sauce.
Shut up, all right? I know what you're trying to do. It won't
Oh
work.
shit, I forgot. I looked at
Are you gonna jump?
No, right here. I was looking for the ladder.
Did you seriously not know that the ladder was there?
It took me a while. Trying to slide. I swear to God. Oh,
This what you wanted?
I can't do it.
I interrogate him 2 cases.
I'll come quietly. I need some help. Please. You gotta get me some help.
You're a danger to yourself and to others.
Oh my God, just why did you say that?
Because he's mentally deranged now. Not only does he have suicidal thoughts, I don't know, his body could have killed somebody on the floor, maybe? I don't know.
He fell off the expressway.
Yeah, there he is.
Jesus, Phelps!
That only tapped. Damn it, Phelps. Did you just say the D word on YouTube? Demonetized.
Man, it's not me demonetizing.
They don't even know who I am. You are
What? Will you? So much right now.
Look at that. So I'm assuming this is the bad cop portion of the.
Maybe it is.
I'm just a loose kid that loves to go up.
Go right through there.
Oh, my leg!
cold.
Oh, yeah.
And at the next junction, you shut your trap.
Oh, dang. You heard the boss, man.
Yeah, everybody does.
Just ignore this turn.
What do you mean by that?
Keep straight, I guess.
I'm still confused.
You don't need to turn here.
Just let me fucking do it, man.
Keep on going. My need for speed skills come to a test.
Fuck that. This is like Crazy Taxi.
Oh man, don't even remind me of that.
Well, sort of. Because I feel like in Crazy Taxi, you could, you know, get away with a lot more stuff.
Oh, you got a runner.
No, this is where it's taking place.
That's what I'm saying. You got a runner.
It's left at the next intersection.
I swear this music is starting to get to me.
Make you sleepy?
No, it's like I'm getting irritated.
Why?
Where's the variety?
Okay, at the next corner, go right. I get the point.
Bitch!
I feel like the siren does get everybody to turn right.
I got your plate.
Yeah, they're trying to pull over.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Take the next right.
It's coming.
Around to the right.
Okay. You heard the man take a right, I guess.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I saw the road, but I guess it was too sharp of a curve.
Straight through the next intersection.
Are the driving controls difficult?
Just a turn.
So yes. I mean, what else do you do when you drive?
Keep on going.
Yes.
You drive straight.
No.
Don't
no,
turn.
No. Turning is not a part of driving.
No, turning's an add-on. That's DLC.
Next gen game.
Hang a right.
Any Central unit, possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit and code 3 identified.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
whatever code 3 is, we get it. Someone's trying to kill themselves.
Citizen reports at 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. 11K is code 3.
There's a building between that.
Take the next left.
Take it right. No, take it right. Turn your fucking ass around. Whew. Don't listen to him. He's trying to take you to the
We
main
survive
mission.
this. It's going to be a miracle.
Take a hard left.
Wow.
Harder.
You're crazy.
Well, I'm crazy. It's your fault. Running around behind my back.
He has a gun.
I'm supposed to trust you, goddammit.
Demonetized.
Whoa, sir. I think you ought to calm down.
Mind your own goddamn business. Why is everybody always on my case?
You have a fucking gun. Damn. You just shot a cop.
Damn. God damn.
What kind of expression is that?
You can't even run away.
Oh my god, woman! Hey, was that the same woman that old man was holding? He just ran over that shit. Is this a mobster? What the?
Oh, this is supposed to be a shootout. Okay.
Now it is.
Nah, it's a chase down and shootout. Wrong person. Wrong person. About to shoot your own partner. More left. There you go.
Surrender now.
Surrender now, or let me slap you in the face.
Wow.
How much ammo do you have? How much health does he have?
Enough to die.
Oh, instead of shooting him in the legs to incapacitate him, you just kill him?
I mean, he did just run her over with a car and shoot a police officer in the chest.
Oh, that was a random dude.
Another day of police work.
Car
He did the
11K.
description.
Code 4 at Alvera Street, but
Classic
I'm
cop move.
Shots fired. Suspect is down.
Roger on your ambulance.
Yeah, you look like that guy we had on lineup. Yeah, I get it.
Whoa, you only have 35,000 more street crimes to solve.
I think it's a lot on that.
Alright, so now we're going to...
You know the way. You can drive.
No, no, no! Passenger seat. Oh, thank goodness. Did you just skip to the...
Oh, wow, so that's why you have...
I just do that because of certain crimes I can clear.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you didn't know they can do that?
No, it's not that I didn't know. It's more so that this is the only game that actually does that.
GTA does that? In Texas?
I thought slapping you.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Right? Tell him to fuck off.
You have a mother, asshole? A sister?
Show this woman some goddamn respect.
Okay, now I really will get demonetized.
Ooh! She's hairy.
You're an idiot.
That's no fun. You should jump.
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, Detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Dang, that is some good, fine work he's doing.
Oh boy, about to get demonetized right here. About to get demonetized.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
He was already demonetized on the bottom show
Pinker
first.
lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
A whole level to demonetize.
In fact, you know what? Forget the demonetize. His video is now strictly 18 plus. You have to actually confirm that you're old enough to watch this video.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Purse was here. Oh, contaminated.
Oh, I just knows exactly what to pull out.
Name of the movie.
Brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Neither.
What was the name of that chapstick? Yeah, that's right. I fucking see. It's woman's chapstick, dang it. Whoa, I like how you just picked it up, didn't even turn it over like, brush.
I remember this.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
I mean, it's just a globe of the earth.
And then he solves it, and then like Pinhead shows up.
Pinhead!
We must discover your flesh.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
You call that a table lighter?
40.
That shit belongs in a museum.
No, I'm trying to get the tire tread marks, you idiots.
Right? That's why I'm like, you know, the tires right there, right?
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stalked.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
We saw what it was. It was his dick.
Damn.
Interesting.
It's just that level of lethal injection.
Lethal force. Scratch that. Hazardous force. You like messing with that body? Huh?
I'm trying to get the shoe put on the chest.
Maybe we should go a little lower. Kill me.
Yeah, it'll work.
I like how he's got to point to the direction of the
writing on the victim. BD, like Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick. Any idea of the time of death? From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
When we get to the Bomba, a man could die of thirst in a case like this.
No, you're drunk. I want to figure out some more. First of all, go back to that body.
Oh, wait. Finally.
There's something to the left.
No, not that. The blood.
There's something in the bushes.
No, it's not. No, it's not that.
What's that next to the bushes?
I'm trying to get the blood trail. Hold on.
Is that a bench?
He just keeps automatically going into the...
Maybe we should start at the head of the blood. Her body was dragged. No interaction at all. How did you do this earlier?
I did. You tell me.
What?
The problem is, there's two more. I know there's two more I have to get.
What about this wound on the finger? Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
But what does mortem mean?
After death.
Hey, that
was last
post means after.
So the post-mortem is after death.
But what's mortem?
I think Trey might be watching now.
Hey, Trey!
Oh,
Trey, it's my foot! He can't see my foot, can he?
No.
I
You can only see what's down in that bottom right corner.
Yeah.
Well, if I unzip my pants and step in front of the screen, will they see it then?
You do that, we're all going to die.
Let's see how fast the YouTube censors.
YouTube? They're gonna send FBI.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Trey's watching.
FBI, open it!
Go on.
No,
Go on
no.
YouTube real quick. Take a look.
That's right, bitch.
We live in 2019, okay?
And we can't just communicate through screen like this.
Exactly. What is with this? All right, it is current year, okay? What is this next gen?
I got it.
Whoa, sir. He is working the best he can.
Yes, because I keep forgetting his name.
TD love than heat. TD love than put it. Oh, wait, no.
No, I did spell him right.
He did it again. Stop commenting. Hey, Phoenix. You cool me yourself over there, Phoenix? Phoenix is sleeping with you guys tonight.
And then you just stop watching, I guess. Yeah, you just stop watching.
Well, I just made it.
That's what he said.
You can drive.
Add to the comments.
Well, yeah, any comments that he might have put there, it's not there.
The werewolf?
For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall.
Yep.
Call it of the decade.
Couldn't
Been working
see it.
evidence in BD case for 6 months and got next.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh,
Two
yeah?
people?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish this. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stoom. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the ammo and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town,
3 people.
another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't. Understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
My goodness, man. This is some grade A gameplay here. The AI drives for you. It lets you do the dialogue without any interruptions. And then y'all just immediately come to your next destination.
Problem is, if you want to get those strike cases done, you can't do that.
It's one of those, it's like 2.5 open world. Or open world 2.5.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
3 fingers of rye. That terminology, man.
You ought to
This
know
always
those,
throws
buddy.
me off.
He's nice. Really.
So, how's your tuna fish salad?
You going to pay for that?
I like how the woman at the bar end of the back sits by herself and she looks like she's talking to somebody.
You're not supposed to notice that, okay?
You want a tip?
All right. We couldn't render.
Detective
the
Phelps,
other person on the other
LAPD.
side.
We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
How about a name? This is a murder beef, McCall. You don't want any adverse publicity for this place, do you?
Makes sense in a second.
If I had names, I would give them to you. I like Celine. I'd like to see you get whoever did this. Clear on that?
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Was he ever violent with her?
Yeah, see?
Celine came in here last night looking like she'd taken a slap.
What's the problem?
So, here's the thing. So, obviously, he said they go way back.
Yeah.
And he also mentioned how he was in the Corps beforehand. He has more affiliation that he's letting on. I'm trying to figure out what that affiliation is. So, the last one was supposed to accuse him. The first one was supposed to be a good cop, and the second one was supposed to be a bad cop. That's why I keep missing.
Oh, it's always supposed to be in that order when you do these things?
Oh my god, no. I remember one time when I was doing an earlier case in regards to attempted murder, and there was a girl, she was in the hospital, and she was like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm like, accused, letter, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So it's like
So you can just accuse him straight out?
No, you can't, because you have to have the information to support it. Now, in this case with him, I could be bad cop, and I can accuse, but the only reason I can accuse is for a different reason. I probably can't even do that, realistically. I could probably just bad cop it again and get that information. That's all I do. What I have to do is be able to do that so I can get all the points. So that way I can get closer to solving the case. If I keep messing up those points, I'm going to go really far.
So you can't just say it before entering these situations?
No, it's straight through.
Dang, and you have to do the whole story all over again. Skip. Well, you got any beer? Neither do I. Aaron, you got beer?
No.
Neither do I.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before... Clyde Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement.
See, your viewers are
will all
going to be
miss
irritated by
Lloyd and
this.
Steely.
Are you calling a lifeline?
Police work.
Yes.
The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst. A man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure takes place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old
Did you
school.
leave a comment? I can't remember what you said.
Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf.
Oh, okay.
Get out to the scene, lads.
Oh.
Ding, 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 ding.
Alright then.
Do you have the address?
So big!
KGPL. It's off
So what do you say?
Three times they was here now, they're saying hi to you, and they say,
Hey, fuck you, asshole!
Alright, well, let's try this again. Hopefully we'll have another suicide case.
This is LA Noire, man.
Yeah, man, I don't mind it. I like it.
I'm doing great.
Oh, is he even sleeping?
Yeah, tired of the reruns.
Don't worry, I'll try to breeze through this one, I promise. Alright, what happened? I'll just breeze through it.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or that dude.
I don't know why, but I find that extremely funny.
Where does that leave you, Galloway?
Just
leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps.
Wow.
I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you
oh,
can
this
learn
is me
something
gonna
about
do the
seeing
side
how real
missions all over again.
Just the one. And then after this,
What did you mean by the werewolf?
Calm down.
Calm down. Oh, there it is.
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling them the werewolf. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer
How
to
hard
catching
could
it?
it be?
Not a
You
chance.
go left, you go right.
6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with
No.
I said every time you
90%
put
of
the
murders are
siren on,
domestic.
they move to the
Some
right.
guy gets
They
into
try
a
to
field
move
with his wife
to
and
the
takes
right.
it too far.
I get it, but that's
Be
still
the same.
stupid. It is stupid.
But cutting someone in
they
half
don't
and
have
leaving them
a
off
rear
the
view mirror.
sidewalk.
Look at that! Look, oh my god!
They could just be splitting off, go left and right.
Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's going to happen?
It's that simple.
Any central unit, car 16 Allen reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope. The Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identify.
I remember one time I was doing a case and I lost my car, so I had to take another car.
I'll do it!
You Grand Theft Auto a car?
I mean,
You need to get up.
Police business.
Commandeered.
I know a ton of this psychology stuff. You take the back alley and find a way up there.
Well, your shoulders in there.
Come on, Phelps, let's get moving.
No, I ain't. My shoulders shall not be
Make sure
featured.
you warn me before you do. I will!
You getting sleepy?
I love my sheets.
What?
Go a little blah.
You think you're thinking of you, Rusty?
I'll bring you down with me, Phelps.
How are they even climbing on that?
You ever watch Mulan? Yo, man.
I like that.
It passed Logan. Really?
No offense, but I don't want you splashed on my shoes. Are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
Oh yeah, he said no offense. I don't want you to splash on my shoes.
Could have soaked them up with a...
This what you wanted?
I can't do it. I'll come quietly. I need some help. Please. You gotta get me some help.
You're a danger to yourself and to others.
Jesus Christ. That's still so crazy.
He's trying to show face. He was just mostly a danger to himself.
And to others.
Oh, what others? You talking about the crowd that was busy waiting for him to jump?
Yep.
You got blood on my shoe.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Alright, so I'll let him drive and that's our conversation.
Kicked me. Oh, you kicked me.
What are you doing over there? How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps.
Hey, don't make me fat to your daughter.
Guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Hey, man. He started it.
Yeah, that's still...
I don't give a shit. I don't give a I don't good. But you warming up now?
Pizza.
Oh, man.
Yeah, kind of hungry. I want to get this case done.
You know, you kind of make me want to go out and eat, too, now.
You want to eat?
I don't know.
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this.
Lover lane?
It's known locally as the mole.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, Detective.
They use it like a
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Could you imagine your parents named you Lane as your last name? Lane.
Lane? Lover
Yeah.
Lane?
Yeah.
I would actually hate everyone. If that was my actual name, Lover's Lane, like Lover S Lane.
I just realized you should correct yourself. It'll be LSLL.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Just be glad your initials aren't LBGT.
It almost would have
Damn.
Awesome, yeah.
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stalked. The cuts look superficial. I'll know for sure in an hour.
Would it really almost be?
What caused the blunt force
Did you
injury?
really get 4 names?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench.
See, the most disturbing thing is in the top of her head, it's really bashed in.
That's what blunt force trauma looks like.
No, that's more than just blunt force trauma.
Yes, it's so
That's
severe.
piercing blunt force trauma. Like,
No.
he wanted to go in that skull.
No, it means that it was so severe that he almost...
The rest of this stuff is like...
either fracture or cave or skull.
I just realized he had his way with the dead body.
No.
Yeah, couldn't you tell that white stuff
Writing
on the body?
BD, like Dahlia, Tex.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was the
Your guess
text.
is
My
good.
bad.
Could be something to it, or it could be the killers trying to throw you off the
That's
scent.
right, hate me.
Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
I'll confirm with you later.
Yeah.
Now you gotta check the lipstick, gotta check the stupid brush. You didn't even flip the brush over.
The victim's bag?
Not important.
Yeah, the heck it is. Flip that brush over.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Watch. I can't even flip it over.
Bullshit. Flip that shit over. Keep flipping. Flip it like as if it was your middle finger. Flip it as if you were flipping. Oh. Flipsy. Flipsy.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Oh snap, did I just copyright?
Yes, you did.
Sorry about that, bro. Can you not move the bottom piece?
No.
Oh, well, in that case, you're going the wrong way. There you go. There, perfect.
What?
I was fucking around.
Ha! I will repeat. You don't stop.
One. One. A two. A three.
The bomb club. Why steal a table lighter?
Center of the lighter.
I mean, I haven't done like completely perfect or complete asshole like this. I've been pretty decent. This is my first playthrough. I haven't looked up any information about it. I haven't done anything of the sort. Also, remember that LA Noire video you sent me?
He didn't even look at that, because that would be incriminating evidence.
I looked at the first two cases, and then I actually completely forgot about them. And then I literally proceeded to do the whole thing pretty much blind. I'm doing this whole game blind.
I mean, I didn't expect you to remember that 16-hour playthrough.
Well, it's 10 hours.
I thought that was part one.
Oh.
I thought that was enough.
What about this wound on the finger?
I like
Something removed. Ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
You know, it is upsetting that you can't analyze the boot on the body. Like, the shoe
well,
print is pretty
The thing is, the shoe prints are over here. You already have plenty of shoe prints evidence.
Yeah, but it's like...
Plus, once that sound goes off, that means you cut out all the items. These are the shoe prints right here. So the shoe print size 8. So obviously, whoever did what just curb stomped her chest. So now we can go back to Club Bomba so I can show you exactly what's on there.
You ain't gotta show me nothing. I just realized you keep walking over the line, even though
It's reminding me of Wild Wild West and it made me laugh.
There's an opening to the
I'm the master of the mechanical stuff. I have to help you. You are the master of the stupid stuff. Alright. So, current clues that we have are size A shoe print, light on the body, bomb club lipstick, bomb club lighter, missing jewelry. So, that's bomb club. So, I'm pretty sure that lighter's gonna come in handy. But so far don't have anything we can say, oh, but this is a definite reason as to why.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Can you drive to this one?
The werewolf? For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. Caller of the decade. They've been working evidence
the
for
only
BD case
feature.
for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us alone in court?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish this.
The strip bar!
The guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing.
He already did.
Some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures. He'll rip off the MO and get himself a
the
freebie.
Oh,
That's not totally
leg!
fantastic.
You know, the Examiner of the Daily News is terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
He's dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phillips, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. You can't make it something new, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the lock?
Yeah, I'm just thinking I can skip that. I can skip those.
I hate you so much.
Like I say, if you're not dragging on, I guess you're not dragging on here.
Look, I will slap you with this.
With what?
You know what it is.
I really don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
That's what I'm looking at.
Let me just take my pants off and hit you with my lightsaber.
You carry lightsabers in your pocket.
Yeah. In my pants.
Say no more.
Is this like, you know, a lightsaber, or is this like Disney's lightsaber where, you know, they don't really do much?
What do you mean? What do they do?
You know what he means.
Like,
Gentlemen, what can I get? Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
Oh,
Were
man,
you
that's
working
just
here
fun.
last night?
Yes.
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary
Survive that.
I work for agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
Well, about what?
You mean Celine Henry?
Pretty sure it was Forrest Wiggum when he took the recycling thing.
Yes.
And he's just grazing against his
Do you
body.
know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. Carl Serge,
Would
you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits in the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus.
Then yeah.
Shit, he cut his head
Is
in
there
half.
anything
He just
else?
cut his face. Which he looked like
Well,
really
it
well.
doesn't matter.
It's
It's
like
like,
a lightsaber.
but it doesn't really matter, right? Because it's like,
Pour me 3 fingers of
it's
rye.
not like a sword.
I mean, if only it was.
It's like, as soon as you did, like your whole face is just
If they
eviscerated.
had Stradivarius weapon, they'd all die. Just.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
Not really.
We're investigating the murder of Celine
I
Henry.
don't know how to use it.
Do you know her?
Celine?
Stop it.
Christ.
Going to pay for that?
Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go
Stop
way.
it.
She was here last
Starting.
night. Sure, she's
What's
a regular.
starting?
Celine is here.
Where he messes up and he has to
What's
restart.
No, my testicles.
Look, what you doing?
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
What are you doing?
Not at first.
How dare you do that?
Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few
Good cop.
gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
The same size as the shoes. A clue.
Yeah, obviously the guy lives where the one that killed her. At least you figure out who that is.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
All right, we got that now.
All it took was the one answer to get that correct.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring. On the large side. Larger than life, like.
I mean, you just look at him the way he's
Did
talking.
she have it a
you can
long
tell that
time?
he has something
Sure.
to do with that.
Since way back in her flying
Nah, he
days.
ain't had nothing
Did her husband buy
directly
it
to
for
do
her?
with it.
No, it
He just
was-
wanted to fuck her.
It's before Jacob.
I mean, they probably had a fling.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago.
See? Told you.
Carried a torch for Celine.
Even though
those
we already
days.
saw this like 6 times.
Yes, I always have.
Well,
87.
Oh man, never knew.
me twice.
37, 6 times.
All right, now here's a tough one right here.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya?
You fucked up.
I tried to
Should've
get onto
accused him.
Jacob.
That is actually.
I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused.
This is how we know the husband did it.
She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30,
But now he's suspicious.
got no answer.
All right, got all 3 perfect. Good.
Thanks, Mr. McCole. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Okay. Outfits. So the one I already had then. Stupid.
He's just changing clothes right in front of him.
Pardon me, I have to strip. And now we're going back here. And then after this, we'll be heading to where the husband was.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
You drove me
Oh,
up to
right.
Ohio.
I almost forgot. You need to make a phone call. So you can get a real license plate.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks for your help.
Okay, now we're gonna go back to the car and we're gonna head to the place that we were at before that, which is where we find out about the domestic situation between the husband and the wife, and then we're gonna question the husband, and then hopefully we can get somewhere in this stupid case. Honestly, I'm just gonna let him drive just so we can get there faster.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politicians.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
Yeah, Cole's definitely the uppity, ambitious one. Galloway is the tired, experienced one. I'm sorry, I keep hearing Ed and Eddie every time I hear that sound. Because it's the only time it's ever heard. Okay, now we're here. Yeah, I think he's out. Even out real quick.
I just want to see the land real quick.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Right. I'm going to have to leave the chat or the live stream for a second. Or maybe longer than a minute.
Back on the floor, you can drink and still hold the gun.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Oh, these are also important as well.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
Here, but
Fires are cathartic. They allow you to...
This is actually like, this is ongoing.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate. But you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and
He said the house will be empty. How can I find peace?
Yeah. So, what's tying into this story is that there's currently an opioid thing going on, and a couple of guys that wanted to work under the doctor via internship, etc., are somewhat being swept into it. The clients and the patients, the ones that you saw, are the ones that are experiencing the backlash following the constant use of opioids as a form of treatment. And I'm pretty sure one of them just burned the house down, probably for several different reasons, one which we haven't figured out yet. So, this will be fun.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Size 8s.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
How long has he been standing there?
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Not a $30 suit spent more. Right, you already saw that. So, let's go further down the way. Oh, the fridge.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
So now we know.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
You already said, right? Is that one of my exes drank too much?
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Here we go.
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring. A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Seems irrelevant.
Oh, alright, so those are all the clues. Now I go out back and talk to what's her face.
Knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
No, that should be everything.
So you can't talk to her any further than that?
Hmm?
You can't talk to her any further than that?
No. We already have the clues before we talk to her, so that's not really the problem.
Well, now you learn marital problems and such.
But now I'm curious to see if I can use that as a reference point. Things like that I can't. I tried. So far we've gotten clues though, so let's get over there. I'll let him drive. Too bad he's already asleep.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in. We'll keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
Is it right back where we started?
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I get even the slightest sense that you're a flight risk, pal. You think the atmosphere's thick in here?
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
Well, how is that can be used as evidence, and that's really the issue here. I can't really make that accusation without it.
He'll be back anyway. Just sit tight.
Oh, and the shoes. So we know he didn't do it, but we know that he might be affiliated to
Size 11s.
the person that did were size 8s. Oh yeah, my guess is probably the bartender. The bartender.
The bartender with the coat rack in the living room.
Yes,
We're right back where we left off.
What?
We're right back where we left off. Stay awake.
Make him sleep.
You've killed him.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night?
So who could have...
I don't know.
Now I have to remember what I used last time. Do you remember what I used last time?
Nope.
We know that she drinks, Jacob. Drunks have regular haunts, places they feel relaxed.
Celine did most of her drinking at home. She didn't have many friends left. Not many alcoholics do. Not real friends, anyway.
I'm a little less left right now. I can't do anything about it.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but Right around 9.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
Alright. So now here's the tricky part. So maybe situation for this thing. Oh boy. Ask the community. Should I ask you?
Yeah, I don't know any of this is.
Well, if I remove the answer, it gives you only 2 options.
You went to her house, you fought, you beat her, she left,
You know
and then you
That's
followed.
how I'm supposed to accuse him because of the note.
I left first. She tried to batter me with a frying pan. I had to slap her down.
Understandable.
Oh, wow.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
Did a neighbor see you? Did you talk to anyone? You need an alibi.
See, this is why. Because it's like...
I don't have one. I was here. I listened to Amos and Andy on the radio, and then I went to bed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jake.
The thing about it is,
how you got
that
fed up
last
with your
one,
wife and how you
that's
think
all
you're
supposed to accuse
killing
him and him with
her
that
all
note.
your troubles.
And then before
Kill
that,
my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Okay. Let's just leave it at that.
What button is the
You're awful hot under the...
What's this bunker?
Oh my god, what are those stupid controls? I don't remember how to punch. Why did you break the picture? I don't remember how to punch.
Jesus Christ.
Can you please do me a favor and look up how to punch?
I can't. The computer's updated right now. Well, we had to start over anyway.
No, it just starts off from that point.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
Wow.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got
It
fed up
sounded
with
like
your
you were
wife.
mashing every button.
I was. I don't know how to punch.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Okay. Let's just leave it at that.
One of these buttons are a punch.
This doesn't look good for you, Jacob.
Oh my god.
Options, man?
Options don't do anything. Controls. Wow, it really doesn't do anything. Ugh. I can't believe I'm doing this. Just forgot how to punch. It's so stupid.
Well.
What's your fight mode? L2. X.
God, it's so stupid.
You're not being rational.
That was interesting.
God.
How, like, I guess all the buttons were conflicting with each other then?
No.
Call it in and get a squad car
You just didn't press the
dispatch.
button then?
And check for messages. Keep old Slugger here company.
So that's 3 out of all the other things, and we're still not done.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the thing is, next we have to go is most likely where that ring was purchased. No. Jacob's actual apartment. And we're here. Now Now you make a phone call.
Operator, message for KGPL.
How do you pick up that phone?
Putting you through now.
Phelps, match 1247.
Well, I do know, but I've already dialed it
How
3
can I
times now.
help,
So
Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be
Alright,
put
so
through?
here's the part that we actually needed now.
Yes, ma'am.
Because either the guy at the bar killed her, the bartender killed her, or
It's
the-
Phelps.
Or they work together.
Completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc.
So he's
Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Alright, now, next place we're gonna go is Menendez, or Mendez. Wait, why is this circled? Oh, as a destination. I'm foolish, yeah. Can you check that actually? Yep, so that's where we're going next. But yeah, that's why I was frustrated, because I knew what I had to do and I just kept messing that up.
You drive. We can go over the case notes. Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
105 North Avenue.
You should have seen the earlier scene where the singer got manhandled. She was just like, I'm not in the mood. And he was just like, you don't speak to me in that tone ever. And I was like, man, what the hell?
Hey?
Well, there's another one. It was like a black person was like I guess the bellboy. And he was like, oh, she's not ready to do this. Like, take your filthy hands off me. I was like, racism. Classism.
Damn dirty, yeah.
So this is the part that's going to be important, because between the last one that we had and this one, these are the two that we need to make sure that we have a good handle on.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Alright, time to go. He's probably going to be a runner also, so there's the off chance that we might chase him down. 4th floor. Whoa. Oh my god.
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
See the bum 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 is when you have a clue. When you hear
Yeah,
the
I know.
Oh, right. Alright, that should be the last one. Yeah, you hear that?
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in.
Fine by me. Oh, yeah.
Take a look around and see what you can find.
Alright, here's the thing. So I know for a fact that what we're looking for is in this room. Here we go. What the? The lipstick.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
Well, isn't that something? Why did he leave this out in the open like an idiot, though? tire iron.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
So we got our man.
We have the murder weapon. Better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey,
What gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
sprints away.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there!
This happens a lot. It's so stupid.
You gotta justify some gameplay.
Damn, he can't.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Why are they always running through doves? Seriously. Great cars.
Get in and drive.
Yeah, every time. See how hard to drive this thing? Ain't no boost in this. Wait, what the?
Across the street.
Oh, damn it. Really?
Need for speed, most wanted.
So stupid, dude. This is the only. I really hate the chasing in this game. That is the only thing I genuinely don't like. It's raining all day today.
That's good. It has not rained.
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
Right. Alright, starting with the health.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. I got an idea.
Oh my!
My window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
We're catching up.
Get to the side of it.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Damn it.
Keep it on the road, goddammit.
You know, shoot this guy. Something to say. Worst aim ever.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
Where is his body?
Put your hands where I can see them.
So as the case is technically solved, and we just have to go to Central and figure out who did what, who was involved in what. But the case can always end there too, so it doesn't really matter at this point. We just need to be able to piece 2 and 2 together. And this is technically like the toughest part.
I ain't seeing a goddamn thing.
Huh. Or I guess it's over.
You did a grand job, lads.
Yes, no, it's over.
Phelps.
So we just have to go to Central, but...
That's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect, and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Yeah, that was rude. So yeah, I only got 4 out of 7 questions correct, so yeah. The suspect is in the bag, even if you did leave Jacob sweating in central lockup. So yeah, if I just got that right, I would be fine. I actually missed one clue, as you see. Is he purring?
This pain to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning out for you.
It's more confused.
Alright, so it's a brand new case, everything is brand new, everything is new. I know what the hell's wrong. Oh, it's actually picking up steam.
Another, like the
Just
same.
another tire iron. No, we got the original guy.
No, I'm saying it's the same. Like the same kind of murder now.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, it's just one time.
Got it, Scott. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Axe are all over it. Captain's trying to fend him off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence.
That's funny.
Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Actually, let's see how many cases I've completed. 10. So I'm halfway done. Or, yeah, I will be halfway done. Yeah, those 3 were the ones I was worried about the most, and I almost had it.
I need you to take a left at the next corner.
I've never actually driven one of those in this game.
You did a decent job in the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at that.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all. God! Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it!
Gotta go up the second floor or over the bridge.
Take the next left. Take the next left.
You can follow the map.
Well, yeah, I can, but they don't have a waypoint.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, when he says take the next left, like, an actual left turn, it's like trying to drive into the house. Still follow the road.
It's always in the suburbs.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have 2 of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life at the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Detective, I was first on scene.
This is a crime scene. All of you move along. We'll make sure any evidence gets bagged and tagged, sir.
Where is the body? Close down. Here. This is what we're checking. Okay, no, it's not here either.
This is a secure area. You all need to leave.
Can't even find the body. They secured the area. Wait! She was killed next to a streetlight in downtown Compton. Where was she found?
What's happening?
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Well.
Here she is.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Just take these $5.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Okay.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Officer Gonzalez, badge 994. Victim a white female, Jane Doe, on also like
Look at your mark. It's very
distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
What's this mark? Cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
That's all the clues.
Similar MO.
The what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stalked. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. They were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Detectives, R&I says that Deidre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We can have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
He just walks away. What about not? Oh, just my early bird special.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
You're behind the wheel.
Was it that car or that other car?
I don't know. It took us long to get over here.
There still might be some play in the boyfriend thing.
Think about it.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? No, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Slow corruption.
Slow corruption.
Very slow.
Oh, I didn't see this.
What's that? Oh, I remember this.
I remember this.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
He'll be back in a moment. Just sit tight.
Work boots. Size 8.
Oh my god.
Don't tell me.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Thinking carefully.
I can't open that door. So I need to put it down in the kitchen. This is not the kitchen. This is the kitchen.
Cookies. It's not the cookies.
Maybe. No. Doesn't look like anything.
What is that?
What?
Like, what was the fruit or vegetable you picked up?
I'm guessing it's squash.
Oh.
Probably not.
You had a really big lemon. Oh yeah, the rain's picking up real big now. Alright, that's not what we're looking for though.
Should we start heading out then?
You want me to take it back now? You want to wait? Because I'd rather wait till the rain dies down either way.
Well, let's check the forecast then.
Yep.
No good to me.
Come on, it's gotta be something. Outside. Can't go outside. Is there nothing I can use as details right now? Come on, man. Anything? There has to be something.
It's gonna keep raining.
All day?
Until, oh wait, hold on, where am I? I'm thinking of,
Oh.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Now I got everything. Alright then, time to go talk to the girl.
where am I? Oh, there.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. He's telling me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle,
It's gonna
but
keep raining until like 9.
your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Okay, so now, as you can see, this is the tough thing about that. Because if I do good cop and I'm wrong,
Any help from your notebook, man?
let's see. Close pattern, missing left ring, size 8 work boots. There's no reason to assume she's lying. Alright.
And did he come and get you?
Of course.
So that was a bad cop moment.
Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
You seem reluctant.
I'll think about this later. I'll see when that happens. Man, he is really knocked out.
What's the next thing we're gonna do? So what's the next on our agenda?
Alright, well, since this is done, get out of here. Next thing on our agenda is figuring out what's next on our agenda.
Because I thought, first I thought it was gonna